So these are the things that you want to avoid in order to avoid any violations or suspension. Now, these are extremely important to know because when you do get a violation, your account do get suppressed for a while and you get less traffic than usual. And you should do your best to avoid any violation because at best case, your account will be suppressed, and at the worst case, your account could be suspended. So your first don't is don't record pictures of products and always have the product on hand. So this is very common and some people are still doing it and getting away with it. What they do is that they record, let's say, like a picture of the product on the screen instead of having the actual product on hand. So don't cut corners, always have the product on hand when you record a product video. Next one is don't use other people's content. So this one is common when you would see a creator that would get like clips from like multiple videos promoting the same product, and they would try to get like bits and pieces from each video and then they piece together and make it their own. Again, many people are still doing this and getting away with it, but I highly would advise against it because when you look at it, it's still using other people's content and you definitely want to play the long game and not risk it. So I highly recommend you not to do that and always play it safe and get your own products and record your own original content. So next one is don't repurpose your own content. Always create an original video. So when you repurpose your content, it's apparently a big no-no for TikTok. They just hate it for some reason, even if that is your own content. And this one is the one that got one of my account permanently suspended. So I could tell you from my own personal experience, they just hate it. Even though it's repurpose your own content, they just don't like any repurposing of the same video. Even sometimes maybe you just want to test a different hook or you want to test a different text on screen. Make sure that you don't use the same exact video footage and always create an original video. So next one is a very simple one, but it's an important one, is to not tag the wrong product. So this is pretty much self-explanatory. So when you're done creating a TikTok and at the end you need to tag a product, make sure that you tag the right product because tagging the wrong product is against guidelines and will likely earn you a violation. So you definitely don't want to make that mistake. Next one is don't make any exaggerated claims. So for example, if you were to promote like a weight loss supplements, don't say things like you will lose 20 pounds in 10 days or things like that. And number 6 is don't give any false product information. This is important because you only want to provide accurate info of your product. So make sure that you check the listing to make sure that all the information that you provide is accurate, because providing inaccurate information in your video is against guidelines and you can get a violation from it. The last one is don't use any celebrities' clips. So it's quite common to see someone would use like Joe Rogan's clips or any other celebrities when they talk about certain products, and they would clip it and then insert it into their own TikToks and then promote certain products that is against guidelines unless you have permission from that celebrity to talk about that product in your video. Now, some people still do them and they may still get away with it, but it's a high chance that eventually they will get a violation on it. So I highly recommend you not to do that because you don't want to focus on the short term. You want to have longevity, and the only way to do that is to do things the right way. And you definitely want to try your best to avoid these 7 don'ts when you create content on TikTok in order to avoid any violation or suspension.